This coming Matzah Shabbos, we will begin reciting Slichas. I know it's a scary thought. Rosh Hashanah is right around the corner. And the Svarim tell us that it's very important that we should try to endear ourselves to others, to become part of a tzibur, a congregation. We should bend over backwards. We should make amends for the wrongs, and even if we haven't been wrong throughout the year, to try to be friends with everybody. Rav Mordechai Dubin was the founder of Agudas Yisrael in Latvia. And in the pre-war years, he was somebody who was a great advocate for the Jewish people. He was a Jewish member of parliament, and he did whatever he could to help free people and to help people serve freely. Well, one day he was thrown into prison because they didn't like when people helped others. And he had a prison sentence, and then finally, one day his prison sentence ended. It was quite abrupt. The guard walked into his room and says, "You, get out." All I had, he said, was the clothing on his back. And he walked 10 miles, freezing cold, starving. And he found a home, a hut, with a mezuzah on it in the town of Kovishov. And he knocked on the door. The wind was howling. And the man answered the door, just a crack. He looked and he saw a man in his prison uniform. He looked dangerous. He slammed the door shut and he wouldn't answer the door again. He says, "I was terrified. I had no strength. I was freezing cold. And I laid down on the floor, prepared to die. I began to recite vidui, the confession that one says before they die. And as I'm reciting the vidui, I thought to myself, what's going to happen tomorrow morning? This man's going to open the door, and he's going to look, and he's going to find me dead on the floor. And he's going to remember what happened last night, and he's going to feel terrible. I can't make a Jew feel bad. So instead, I mustered up every ounce of strength that I had, and I tapped lightly on the door. This time, the man listened. He opened the door, he gave me food, he gave me a warm place to stay, and he saved my life." Think of how far Rav Mordechai went to bend over backwards. Maybe I will die, and someone will feel bad. Let's bend over backwards for others, and hopefully, when the time comes for us to be judged, Hashem, the Almighty Himself, will bend over backwards for us.